This is my very first zine. It showcases my photography from Gettysburg, and I'm excited to show you how I made it. Now you might be wondering exactly what a zine is. Simply put, a zine is a small circulation, self-published work of art. Now it may look like a book, it may feel like a book, but it's a zine. Now if you're looking to make a photography zine like I did, your first step is to decide on a theme. Take your time to collect your thoughts and plan out the focus of your zine before you start taking photographs or designing anything. For my zine, I focused the theme on the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. Now, depending on the focus of your zine, you can either take new photos for your project or use existing ones. Now, keep in mind that the format of your zine is essential, and what I mean by format is the size of the pages. Now, I initially planned out this project, I had envisioned a square format, but the website that I used, which I'll talk more about in a minute, didn't offer that size in the price range that I was looking for. Instead of a square format, I had to go with a vertical format, which thankfully didn't impact the overall project. But had I known that I'd be going with a more vertical format, I definitely would have taken more vertical photos instead of horizontal. So after you have your theme and your photos, next comes the design process. Zines offer creative freedom, so you can lay these out any way that you like. I wanted my zine to feel like a traditional photography book, so I took inspiration from other photography books that I had, and I laid out the pages in a very similar fashion. In my zine, I include a foreword in the front, a photo index in the back, and some text blocks throughout. However, if you want your zine to include just photos and no words at all, that's totally up to you. For the design of my zine, I used Adobe InDesign. This is the program that I feel most comfortable with when designing projects. So it really helped me lay out exactly where I want the photos to go and where I want my text blocks. If you have no design experience at all, don't worry, many of the places that print these books, like Blurb, often have a design tool that'll help you in laying out your zine. Now they're not a sponsor, but I highly recommend Blurb for this process. Their design tool allows you to upload your images and will automatically format them into your desired book size. You can choose different layouts and templates to achieve your desired zine layout. Once you have everything laid out to your liking, it's time to send your project off for printing. And in my opinion, this is where Blurb really shines. When my zine was ready, I was able to upload it to Blurb's website totally free. From there, I had the option to either purchase copies for myself or list it for sale. Naturally, I bought a few copies for myself and my friends, and I also listed it for sale so people like you could purchase it. Now, another great thing about Blurb is that there's no minimum order quantity on how many you purchase, so I could purchase these zines one at a time and send them off to friends and family. So that is the gist of how you make a zine. Now, if you're planning on creating one yourself, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear all about it. Also, if you're interested in buying my zine, Gettysburg 160 on a homemade camera, you can do so from the link in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, and I'll see you next week. Doom 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 doom. Either take new photos. That new book smell.